there, thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Alliance Forever. Today, I have a 7v system custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players, starting up with Team 1 up here in the northwest, ending with Team 2 in the southeast. And with 14 players to introduce, I'm going to slow it down probably to -3, so we have enough time to cover that early action. Starting off with Team 1's front line, we have in the northeast Yoji going first land as a UBF. He is a 1900 in Imperial Gray going first land. To his southwest in orange, the color orange, we have the Waffles Noob Commander. He is an Aeon. He is a 2400, the highest ranked player on Team 1. I think he's going first land. And in the southwest corner here for Team 1, we have Bach Wolf going first land as a Seraphim. I took a pause for a second just to try to pronounce his name. He is a 1300. He is in light oak tan, and again, he is going first land as a Seraphim. To his north is Will-O-Wisp going first land as a UEF. He is a 1900 in Chevy Crimson going first land. In the northeast, we have Epic Benes going first land as a UEF as well. He is a 1900 going in Royal Blue first land. And another UEF player here is Freshie going first land. He is in Ruby Red as a 1600 going first land. And last but not least, in the regular slot player here for Team 1, it is Moisto going first land. He is in Regal Purple, and he is a 1500. So for Team 1 side of things, they have 5 UEF, a Seraphim, and an Aeon, which means they do not have access to Cybran technology. And with 7v7, you would think every team has every faction at least once, but no, 5 UEF. So a lot of fat boys here for Team 1. To the eastern side of things of Team 2, in Amethyst Purple, we have Micro Shift going first land as a Seraphim. He is a 1000 rated player going first land. To his south in Forest Green, we have the 2500 rated player of the Wheelie. Why is he called Waffles Noob? But what? Why are you named differently? Going first land second air as a Seraphim. He is again a 2500. And again, he is in Forest Green. To his west in Stitch Blue is Terrari going first land as another Seraphim here for Team 2. He is 2600 rated, the highest ranked player on Team 2 and the game overall. And he is going Seraphim going first land. And in Barbie Pink, we have Psycho Ad going first and second land as a UEF. He is a 1700. And again, he is in a Barbie Pink. In Snow White here, in Snow White, we have Excited going first land, second air. My brain had some sort of collision with its train of thought. He is a 1700. He is the first Cybran to be introduced in this game. And again, he is a 1700 in Snow White. And to his east, another Seraphim here for Team 2. It is Sizolan going first air in Glow in the Dark Green. And he is an 1800. And in the rear guard air slot here for Team 2, it is the second Cybran here for Team 2. It is Active Backlash going first land, second air as a Cybran. He is in Batman Gray. And he is a 1300. I think I said Cybran like 3 times in that introduction. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at their racial makeup. They have 4 Seraphim, 2 Cybrans, and 1 UEF, which I will restate my other comment earlier. With 7 players on each team, you would think that they have at least one of each of the factions, but Team 1 does not have access to Cybran tech, and Team 2 does not have access to Aeon tech. Don't know why. I don't know if they all went random and that's what the randomizer gave them, but maybe I don't know. You would think, but it's not the case here in this game. And with 14 players on the map, how much reclaim do they have to scoop up? 10,000, which is not great. It's not bad. It's just not great. And trying to do math in my head really quickly, I mean, let's see, 900 would give me, no. I don't know. Math in my head is pretty hard right now because it's 14. It's not an even 10 or even a 12. 5, let's see, 700 maybe. mass per player. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of mass. It's not 200 per player, but it's not like 1,200 or 1,400 that we normally see in these higher numbered player games. And taking a look, of course, at the mass points, even though there's not a lot of reclaim, there is a Trimax here, Trimax here, another Trimax here, and nah, it's not really a Trimax position. Definitely will be owned by one player, but not necessarily a Trimax. So for 7 players on each team, there's only 3 Trimax positions, a couple of one-off mechs kind of dotted around the map in the middle. I feel like this is going to be a point of contention in the northeast and southwest corners. These Maxes will definitely be owned by one team, and these ones owned by the other team. And then it's going to be the same thing over here. So realistically, what's going to be fought over are the Mexes in the corners of the map, most definitely, and maybe a couple of the Mexes in the middle, maybe these right here. But that's about it. There's not really a lot of mass in terms of reclaim or mass points to really, quote-unquote, fight over in the middle of the map. There is a couple of pawns in the northeast and southwest corners, as well as an upper plateau with no mass points, actually a couple of rocks, but that's about it. So realistically, that'll be used more for strategic placing of artillery, tactical missile launchers, or even maybe some T1 air facilities to pump out maybe some T1 bombers. That's realistically going to be about it. And at 3.5 minutes on the clock here for the game, I'm going to speed it up back to 0 to see where our players are going. It looks like Team 2's microshift moving into the north to try to claim that northeastern corner. There are already a couple of units outbound from Yoji in that direction. We do see 2 additional comms here for Team 2. Waffles Noob / the Wheelie. Don't know why his name is different, but it is. And Sizolan moving in to intercept the middle of the map against Waffles Noob and Freshy. Oh, okay. He's being funny. So his name is Waffles Noob, even though his name is the Wheelie. And there's Waffles Noob on Team 1. So he's just giving one of his fellow players a hard time, I would imagine. Gun upgrades starting immediately, almost simultaneously here for the Aeon, not the Aeon, sorry, the UEF twins here. Anything you can do, I can do better. This is funny. This is just a lovely image of, especially because it's blue and red, and those are kind of the main colored factions in the campaign. UEF being blue, of course, and Cybern's being red. We do see more forces outbound from Team 1's Wolf in the western side being forced back by Team 2's Psycho Ad. Psycho Ad diverted his main force this way to pull all of the attention away from this position here for himself. Good tactical move here. Does lose some units, and that engagement will gain some breathing room while he tries to establish a base in that corner of the map. 2 comms from Team 2 inbound from Terrari and Excited. One of them distance building into the upper plateau. And neither of the players on, obviously, the western side for Team 1 moving. They're just kind of going for those gun upgrades. It does look like, in terms of speed, Team 1's Epic will finish off before Willow. Willow didn't have any assistance, but Epic had a couple. Actually, Willow has actually assisted Epic and then going to assist himself. A couple of units do get a possible run by here over to the west here for Terrari, but that'll be taken out by at least one little striker. There is one little Tham hanging out over there. Looks like it will take out a couple of engineers in that regard. T2 coming online here for Zyzolan in the east, and VCOM action between Yoji and Microshift. Freshy coming in to intercept as well. Some units here for Microshift, but not really a lot to stop one comm, if not 2 of them, because there are 2 inbound. Team 2 needs to send more assistance on this eastern side for their teammate. We have active backlash moving northward to come and assist that east side. But it looks like all of the players on Team 1 and 2 have left their main bases for the most part. Mui has left technically, but isn't really going in any sort of direction. Transport has dropped off a couple of units here to the middle of the map here from Team 1's Waffles Noob, the real Waffles Noob, and obviously we're gonna have Waffles Noob, and I am gonna forget that's the Wheelie. I know it's gonna happen, so just be prepared for that. And Team 1 is double teaming this comm of Micro. Micro is gonna die here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's 2 comms nearby. Yoji is wounded, and Freshy trying to act as a shield here for his teammate. Micro is trying to get out of dodge. He's sub 1,000 hit points. It does. I mean, they're not really going for the kill. Of course, Yoji wants to get out of range of the explosion, and there it is, the first kill of the game, credited to Team 1's Yoji. his strikers take it out before the comm of Freshie does. And there is a transport laden with a couple of engineers to assist some upgrades here for that comm of Yoji. And Team 2 suffers the first casualty in this game. It's now a 7v6 in favor of Team 1. And Team 1 pushing back Team 2's Terrari as well. Willow and Epic, again, both have gun comms and are pushing him back. Epic still in range, Willow not. One facility is online to try to just deter the movement. That doesn't really go anywhere, and Terrari will be killed by an overcharge from Epic, and now it is a 7v5 here at 7 minutes in this game. That's really got to hurt. There was a transport coming in to assist that comm of Terrari, but just couldn't make it there in time. Team 2 has lost their lowest ranked and highest ranked player within a minute or so of each other. Team 1's definitely going to have a lot more momentum going in that direction. Team 2's Psycho Ad getting Nano on board that commander. Does look like he has taken some hits. Does have gun on the line as well. And Wolf is falling back. That Seraphim commander has gun as well. Lots of comms on Team 1 going for gun really, really early. What slot is even Bennis? I wonder, is he enemy air? I mean, yes, he's going for T2 air. We have T2 air coming online, soon to be T3 here from Mui. The southeast we have T. Can't see. This is why I don't like this stupid glitch, because I can't see what's going on. There's no build order as of yet here for that T2 air facility. Excited. And Sizelman do have T2 as well. And no upgrades planned as of yet, but those will definitely upgrade to T3 as time goes on. Epic has transitioned all the way to the eastern side, coming in to isolate Team 2's comms of Sizal. This eastern flank just collapsing here for Team 2. We have one's gun comm of Yoji moving in, as well as Freshie coming in to just reclaim and assist. T1 bombers over the top for Epic, just dealing with some T2 units, those Ilshis. Sizal going to be intercepted here pretty soon by Willow. He's going after Sai. Epic coming in to, again, take out the forces here for the wheelie, or the fake Waffles Nuke. That's another way to put his name. And Freshie and Yoji kind of, again, regrouping here on this eastern side. The forces being pushed northward and then back southward because they don't want to engage the dual comms in the north from Team 1. And Epic is, he is in the yellow. He does have 2 veterancies, so, he has a couple more hit points to his name. And Willow now being double teamed by Sai and Active Backlash. Active doesn't have any upgrades on board that commander. Sizolan has T2 engineering suite on board. And Willow, it's not feeling good right now. He's dropping into the yellow very, very quickly. T1 PD trying to will force him back. And Ilshi's coming in to intercept as well. Willow, don't know if he's going for the kill on Active. Active being motion to, like, you should probably move kind of thing. And Willow is dropping... not super slowly. It does overcharge into that Ilshi bot, but 2 Renegade. No, actually, these are Jesters, not even Renegades. They're online. Second Ilshi coming into range. Team 1 looks like they're going to lose their first comm of the game here at 10 minutes. And Willow probably just going to accept his fate at this point. There he goes. Well, 1,000 hit points. Does have a rank in veterancy now. And another Ilshi coming into range. Sub 400 hit points. There he goes. Kills off those units around him. Team 1 severely still pushing, even with the death of Willow. And the western side's pretty much fine for both teams. We do have 2 comms versus 1 comm, essentially, now the death of Willow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 comms here on this eastern side here for Team 1, 3 of them for Team 2. And Team 2 being pushed back. Janus over the top, going active backlash. He's being singed by some napalm. The real Waffles Nuke being pushed back. He has range and speed. And Yoji is going after some reclaim as well. And he is going to be pushed back by that Utashala. Team 2 Sizelon trying to stem the bleeding, and as well as the wheelie pushing back against Yoji and Freshie's forces. There isn't really anything to stop that push. It's going to get a lot of work done, but again, the damage is done on this eastern side. Team 2 is already on the back foot. Team 2 needs to make a breakthrough on this western side, and units are engaging the forces here for Team 1's Epic Venice and Wolf, but there's not a lot of firepower on the ground. There's a couple of Ilshis, but they're being taken out by Janus. T1, those aren't even Swiftwinds, but T1 interceptors targeting those Janus, and those Ilshis just being baked alive. Lots of T1 factories just being bullet sponges at this point. Bombs do drop and will take off that last Ilshi, and Team 2's comm of Psycho pushing back Team 1's Wolf, but more of a jostling, not necessarily an actual Team 1, I mean, an actual, not necessarily push, but Team 1 and Team 2 kind of just hanging out, kind of shooting the breeze, so not necessarily grabbing the territory. It does look like Wolf just continuing to retreat. Psycho does have Nano on board, so again, he's going to recover a lot faster than Wolf will, unless Wolf gets his own Nano, and then it's going to favor one comm severely. T2 Ishii going after some T1 outlying mechs here for Team 1, and a huge amount of spam here for Team 2's the Wheelie going for already has T2 Engineering Suite going for some regen on board that Seraphim Commander. But Team 1 is in the driver's seat on the eastern side and in the middle of the map. Missile launcher inbound here. There it goes. Does get shot. Oh, does get shot out of the sky just barely here by that I cannot pronounce that. That T2 Seraphim tactical missile defense. T3 is online here for 1, 2, almost 3 players. Almost 3 players here for Team 2. Team 1 has 1 T3 air player, so the advantage in air definitely goes to Team 2. I mean, they're losing ground. They definitely need to fight in some sort of some other arena, bring back that map control and momentum. Team 2 is gaining some in the western side, but not as much as Team 1 has gained. The momentum has slowed down, to be fair, here for Team 1. But again, having 2 comms killed off that early definitely sets you back in terms of Team 2. Lots of conversations going down in chat here. I can't keep up with them. You can see they're just constantly talking to one another. Get some taunting going on here between Waffles Noob and Terrari. The real Waffles Noob, not the fake Waffles Noob of the Wheelie. No way to block my team out with his planes, says Waffles. What a monster. Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? Nano repair going online here for Yoji. Wants to rep up his hit points quickly as well. Uses comm a little bit more aggressively. PD being built to, again, just deter enemy T1 units. But now the T2 units making their main stage appearance here on this eastern side here for the Wheelie. He's pumping those things out. They are Ilshis. They are deadly. And those things can kill units very, very quickly. Freshie is retreating. He doesn't have gun or nano or anything on board that UEF commander. Definitely should go home and upgrade and not be killed off just without an upgrade. Team 1's Waffles Noob doesn't have any other upgrades on board besides what I mentioned earlier on. And not really a lot of veterancy as well. He's been a little bit more on the defensive, playing it in the middle of the map, and has secured it for himself and for his team, but has 1 TML online. Can't really attack a whole lot of stuff on Team 2's side of the map. We can see the range on this thing. Anything in the yellow he can hit. So there are a couple of facilities he could go after. This one right here. There's a TMD right here. TMD right here. Could take out the radar. That'd be a great grab. I mean, it's a lot of mass for a missile, but you could take it out. T2 Mechs here. T2 Mechs here. Another T2 Mechs here. So there are a couple of mechs, but there is a TMD right here as well. So it's kind of hard. That is the disadvantage with TMLs, is that a couple of TMDs, even just one of them, could just deny that very quickly. Yoji versus the fake Waffles Noob of the Wheelie. And again, he's being attacked from the eastern side as well. So 1 comm coming in from the south, units coming in from the east, trying to pinch and maneuver that comm and force Yoji to engage his units. Freshie is pushing back on this northern side. He should probably just stay here. He shouldn't engage. I know he wants to take out those units, but trying to hold positions a lot better than trying to gain position, especially with the mass concerns. Overcharge does miss a couple of those units. And the quote-unquote Waffles Noob does move in the east and continuing pushing back. Freshie T3 Titans are on station. Waffles Noob going to charge straight into those and kills one just outright. Sorry, see, I did say it. The Wheelie just kills that outright. Yoji going to move back and try to assist those Titans. But another overcharge will kill it very, very quickly. Shield's already falling. There it goes. Oh, almost got killed off by that overcharge. Man, that was a lot of hit points that just disappeared. T1 facility is online here, but we don't see this every day. T1 engineers reclaiming interceptors. Definitely don't see that every day. Definitely don't see that every day. That's the southwestern side here for Team 2. Psycho is still pushing against Wolf. Wolf holding on, but a couple of Percys do add to the ranks and firepower of Team 2. More of them coming online. And Psychoad probably could push, but there are some Harbingers over here to the west here, inbound here from Team 1's Waffles Noob, the real one. And those look like they're going to be taking out the resourcing options in the back line. The best thing I think would be to take out that T3 land over here and deny Team 2's Psychoad those Percys on the front line and having them forced to walk all the way, which I guess they're walking there anyways, but just taking out that front line facility always is a good idea. Percy running around the middle of Team 2's lineup, actually going after TMDs, which is actually a really great move here to deny those TMD defenses and go after either the Mechs himself or to allow the missile to come in and take them out as well. So I do love that play. Again, it is a Percy's worth of mass he's losing, but still he's annoying Team 2, and at this point you definitely want to annoy them because you're not going to just summon a Colossus out of nowhere. Well, I guess you can do that, to be fair, but normally you can't just summon a Colossus out of nowhere and then win. You have to just poke and prod and just slowly bleed your opponent until they just will bleed out or just give up. Yoji doing a great job holding off the wheelie on this eastern side. Does have an issue with these units over here, but Freshy's going to come in and deal with this land facility and then probably redirect and go that way. Currently at 17 minutes into this game, haven't taken a look at Reclaim or Mass in general. In terms of Reclaim, Team 1 barely in the lead at 6,000 more. In terms of generated, Team 2 at 755, Team 1 at 739. Remember, we have dual base here for Epic, and it looks like dual base here for Psychoad as well as the Wheelie. So they're getting a lot of eco juiced into their veins. You can see they're both at 200 and Epic at 200 as well. It does make a difference when producing T3 units like this. Just a line of Percy starting to emerge for Epic. Epic has redirected all of his focus over here after I think he walked all the way around, I think. Well, I mean, he could have gone this way, but I think he walked all the way around. Going for shield on board that commander. He has nano as well and 3-star veterancy. That is going to be a beefy commander with that additional shield on board. A lot of units here on this eastern side. Not really a lot for this western side, though. ASF's going after their renegade brethren to protect that investment. Harbinger is doesn't have a shield on board, which means Waffles Noob does not have power. Oh, he's fixed that issue. But does regen it, but that Harbinger will die anyways, just due to the gunships around him. There are some artillery shots, I think. No, yeah, there's some clink hammer firing into the shields here for Team 1, but 1's not going to do a whole lot, unfortunately, here for Team 2. And Waffles Noob, gosh dang it, I said it again. The wheelie, he did this on purpose just for casters. He's like, look, I'm just going to mess with everybody. I mess with all the casters and just name something else to have Waffles Noob. Maybe he just wants to promote Waffles Noob, his fame and his name recognition by naming himself as him. Who knows? But, I mean, I can't get in the head of other players, only try to figure out what they're trying to do based on their strategies. Team 1 still owns the middle of the map. Team 2 not investing in that. And a Harbinger drops off, going after some T1 Mechs here. And again, a little bit of poking, a little bit of prodding, a little bit of bleeding. It all adds up after a while. The wheelie pushing forward has to be very careful because he does have a T2 shield nearby and some defenses, but I mean, he could easily be strat sniped or gunship sniped. And if Team 1 notices that, they'll definitely go for him. I don't see a whole lot of emphasis on that sort of thing. T3 land, T2 air. Still only one T3 air player here for Team 1. Looks like maybe Waffles Noob might be planning to go that route pretty soon. But Team 2 has 3 players going for that T3 air, producing a lot of ASF or Nothus. I think those are ASF in that build order. And lots of ASF and spy planes, ASF, spy planes, and gunships here for Team 2's Excited. His comms falling back, not wanting to be sniped. It is about that stage in the game where comms need to retreat off the front line unless they're severely like they're, have a lot of defenses around them, because sniping is very deadly at this stage. We even see a couple of gunships built here. These whalers outbound from active backlist, just waiting for an opportunity to go after Yoji or Freshy. Freshy is already retreated, going to his main base. And the forces in the middle of the map here for Team 1 on this eastern side building up very, very quickly. A couple of sniper bots are online here for Team 2, but looks like there might be some artillery fire raining in on that position. Advanced nano regen going on here for Team 2's the wheelie. Again, not trying to fall for his whole named Waffles Noob thing, but I will still fall for it. Where are the strats, says Terrari? Where are the strats? Team 1 does have some ASF, but not as many as Team 2, and the fact that Team 2 is pressuring a lot with gunships, taking out some T3 units. We see some Volthus in the mix, as well as those are ASFs that he's producing. And Team 1, they don't really have a lot of air defenses, just the stealth field generator, which Team 2 definitely obviously can see. Because I think they have a nano, not a nano, but an Omni, I would assume at this stage. That's T2. That's T2. There is no nano, there is no Omni? Maybe they've just seen it enough. I guess that's fair. It's only stealth. It's not vision. And once they know about it, it doesn't really matter that the stealth field generator is there, which is mainly for an early play. That's really about it. Missile launcher spam here in the north here. Those T3 spearheads just pumping out that firepower. We do see some Ravager creep starting to occur here for Team 1's Freshie as well. This will force the missiles back, the position back. And the Utashala being taken out as well. And while, gosh dang it, the wheelie's comm being directly targeted by that Ravager. The advanced nano is almost going to finish, and that's going to give him a ton of hit points as well. Sniper bots are taken out by some missile fire. And the wheelie, he's going to keep it. He's going to keep going for it, but that's a lot of missiles inbound. He's got to retreat after that upgrade has finished. You know, it's going to hurt. You can see the attack inbound here to force these units back here to give some breathing room for that comm. And Yoji is in the west. Kind of just hanging out. Transport is inbound. Where is it going? It's going into the west up to this upper plateau section. A couple of Perseus have made their way up there. T1 Aurora aren't really a lot to stop this. Going after the T3 AA. And never mind, though, that Percy got wrecked by PD. That's for sure. And the Aurora just, 1,000 cuts to death kind of thing. And there goes the wheelie's commander just pushing forward against all odds. These units gave him a nice little breathing room. More Autumns are inbound to assist. Lots of missiles are raining in, but it's hard to target a moving target. It's hard to hit a moving target. There we go. And T2 pillars, a couple of Team 1 Aurora aren't really enough to force back the wheelie's commander. Again, 248 hit points on board with a lot of Autumn support and Ilshis and a couple of Zuis in the mix as well, because why not? There should be AA in the mix, but I can't identify them just based on this iconography. Oh, no, that's more symbols. More the design of the unit. Oh, no, there's one. I see him. There he is. He's a little laser boy. Team 2's ASF sitting in wait for Team 1 to move in. They're owned by Active Backlash. Missiles still raining in. I feel like Team 1 would be better off to go mobile T3 artillery at this point rather than missiles. At least at this point, the artillery would be able to at least hit something. You can see some of the missiles do occasionally hit something with units overlap the pathing, but it's just hard for those units to really target anything. Lightning Tank is on the front lines. Definitely need to have that fall back a little bit. They're really not good formation, but it's just really punching with whatever he's got. It does look like he realizes, that's not a lot of forces that I have compared to Team 1's forces. I'm going to retreat. And it looks like he's just going to take the path down south this way instead of around the eastern side. He has Authors moving in from the middle. Going to reduce that amount of firepower. And a counterattack outbound from Team 1's Waffles Noob, the real Waffles Noob, going after reinforcements outbound from the wheelie. And the gunships are going after that Galactic Colossus, but and it's sucking up all of those Autumns. It's not going to feel good. Getting a lot of entrancy here for that Colossus, and actually going to step on a couple of folks as well. And Yoji able to at least force back most of these units from Waffles Noob, kill off most of them. And a lot of his defenses have fallen, but the territory will still be owned by Team 1. And the Colossus intercepts the comm of the wheelie. The wheelie trying to blitz him down. Shield comes in to intercept that overcharge. Waffles Noob dropping hit points. And again, 254 hit points. And it's the Waffles Noob Colossus versus the quote-unquote Waffles Noob Wheelie Commander, will he die? No, just barely. He survives. 6,000 hit points. What a mad lad here for Team 2. Yoji coming in to try to take out that commander. Again, 6,000 hit points, 5-star veterancy, 262 hit points per second, 53. Dude. Classic farms luck. I should have known. Yeah, that was 6,000 hit points. If Team 1's Waffles Noob had one Asylum left, I think he would have been fine. I think he's texting in chat. That was nuts. That was yeah, that was crazy. Did not expect that to happen. Oh yes. Yeah, that was imagine I'd have 2 GCs due to my double base. Take that. That was very close. Definitely risky, but he's already up to, in the red, 18,000 hit points. 260 hit points a second is just ridiculous. And on that note, let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win the game. As a reminder, Team 1 and Team 2 roughly producing the same amount of net mass per second. Barely favoring Team 1, but that number keeps teeter-tottering between 6 and 7. 1.7 versus 1.6. Team 1 has 6 players left. Team 2 has 5 players left. The wheelie almost killed off in that engagement, but barely survives. And map control is about 50-50. It's very fluid. Team 1 does own the middle of the map, but it's not really great in terms of actual being able to take apart who has what percentage of what. But in the west, we do have a chicken chasing a fat boy. Fat boy will be taken out by the chicken. Percy's coming in to try to take out the chicken. The chicken will probably die, but kill off the rest of the Percy's when it dies off. T3 shield coming in to assist as well with a bunch of renegade gunships here from Team 2's pseudo-air player of Excited. T3 lightning tanks on board, taking out most of those gunships. And the chicken actually will survive. And Team 2 is employing the combined Seraphim and Aeon lineup. Percy's being the main T3 bot and the T4 bot being the chicken. I feel like that might be the best combo of Seraphim and UEF. Cybern is nice for certain. Again, it's, this rock, paper, scissors, and whatever the fourth option is going to be. Fist? I don't know. I guess fist is just rock. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I don't know. But I think Percy's combined with maybe a couple of Othams and chicken and T3 mobile shielding, and then the spearheads. Of course, with ill sheets, that'd be... Oh, and lightning tanks. Lightning tanks are really good as well. So it's just a lot of the... Again, it's kind of a split down the middle between units in terms of T3 between that perfect lineup. But definitely the chickens, I mean, really, really good. It just is. If you can get into the main base, it hurts. And the fat boy focusing the fire on the comm of Team 2's the wheelie, not Waffles Noob, wheelie. And there's a lot of firepower going down here on this eastern side. Gunships coming in from the southeastern side of the map from Team 2's lineup. You got a chicken at the bottom, says Terrari. And it's just a lot of nonsense here. He's still the wheelie, not backing down. ASF coming in to just secure the airspace above this. Whalers coming in to try to take out the fat boy. I don't think they're going to get it, though. There's a lot of flak in this mix. And, yeah, T3 AA is also being built back there. Otham's being bottlenecked here. That's not a great sign. AoE explosions from those artillery shells definitely do not help that health, hit point, mileage, meter, bar, whatever you want to call it here for those Othams. Chicken coming in here for the wheelie as well. That'll punch through defenses here for Team 1. A lot of action here on this eastern side. Not really a whole lot. Team 2 is enclosing on Team 1's wolf space, but Dual Colossus is inbound. That chicken's going to die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That chicken is going to die. And those Percys will also die. Everything's going to die. Engineers coming in trying to reclaim all of those dead units here on that southwestern side. In terms of reclaim, still currently on the map. We started off with 10,000. Now we're up to 86,000 at 30 minutes in this game. Looks like there's a massive air grid being built here by Team 1. Man, look at this. Nice little L shape. We see another air facility. No, we see a Duke started here for Team 1's Freshie. Lots of spam here from Team 1. Actually, a lot of it actually is T3. Colossus has just finished off, so 3 Colossus are online. Actually, four of them almost online here for Team 1. Team 2, of course, has that chicken and the experimental commander of the wheelie, because again, the fact that he survived just goes to show that Seraphim Commander definitely deserves experimental rating. Chicken online as well, and a lot of them being built on that eastern edge. Air grids being built, mass fab farms as well. Multiple players going for air grid, so Team 2 again has that advantage. Nuke online, almost loaded here for him. Does Team 1 know about it? Yes, they do, so they're definitely aware of that. And I don't see any other sort of spicy plays. No satellites from Team 1 yet. It's definitely surprising considering there's 5 UEF players on Team 1. So, but the wheelie still pushing with his dual chickens. Fat Boy's still retreating. Still alive, but is now facing a lot of firepower inbound from that frontline chicken. And that Fat Boy is going to die. Percy trying to save that Fat Boy. Does not end up saving it. And this chicken will die. Wheelie not giving up. Colossus coming in from the south. Second Colossus coming in as well. I think that's another one. So that's 6 Colossus online. Team 2 doesn't have access to Aeon technology. Team 1 does. Only one player on Team 1 has access to Aeon. Well, is an Aeon player, but they have access. They've been gifting over engineers. Nice Autumn raid, says Terrari. And chickens will come in and try to take out that Colossus. The chicken does kill off the Colossus before it's able to kill off the first chicken. And the chicken will just get a lot of damage from that Ion Storm. Ion Storm here in the northeast. And the wheelie just spamming out Team 1 facilities to pump out engineers and Team 1 Zooey. I pinged it 3 times. I'm not even going to do anything about it, says Waffles Noob. And where is that nuke inbound for? I mean, it's not after Waffles base, is it? That'd be really interesting if it was, but it's going in deep for that Duke that was actually finished off. And, oh, it does get killed off by something. Couple of Autumns back there. That's probably what Terrari was referencing. Maybe the SMD just fired while I looked at it, but T3 artillery is online. It's not a full 20 by 20 map, which means that should hit pretty much everything on the map. Yep, it can hit everything. I don't even see the outer circle. It can hit everything on the map. Probably going to be targeting either the Wheelie's base or the air grid down south for the nuke. Looks like it's actually targeting the Wheelie's base. Well, there's a lot of spread out. Oh, some ASFs took that to the face is what they did. Waffles, I don't know if he's smiling about that, but that was a direct shot. Zolan says, I think that's what they're talking about. Man. And Autumn's coming in, taking out a bunch of pigeons. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, 5 of them at a minimum. And the comm of Epic coming in to assist as well. SMD actually going to die off here unless he can overcharge that. Oh, there it goes. Yep, does kill it off. So that SMD, it's fine for now. Not the T3 artillery. There's, that was Waffles. Not the gumdrop buttons. Mass being shared here by Wolf. And in the west here, we have a chicken online here for him as well. Colossus have died. And I think that's realistic about it. A couple of artillery banks here. And chicken coming online. Duke being built here by Sizolin. T3 artillery being blocked. Looks like the nuke still online. Actually about to load a second one as we speak. And Wheelie just pushing on this eastern side. He's not giving up. He's not stopping. He's going to keep his calm on the front line until he dies, essentially. Team 1 needs to just build a massive amount of defenses. Colossi, T3 units, T2 units, Team 1 spam, anything and everything. Fat Boy coming online here for Yoji as well. Second one coming in from Freshie. Third one coming in here from Moi. That was just started, so it'll take a couple minutes to get to that front line. Dude, that's the cheapest P grade. What? Get a restoration field. There's a Terrari. I mean, he's going for T2 and Nano. I mean, he could go for a restoration field. That'd be a ton of HP per second for all of these units. And don't know why there's a stealth field right here. I mean, actually, that's the wrong player. They can see that. So I don't know why. No, whatever. And Fat Boy raining on top of Waffle's commander. I feel like at this point, just target anything else but the commander. Chicken coming in here from Sizol, and now there's 4 chickens. That'll most likely be donated over to the wheelie. And that is a lot of firepower. Probably enough to punch through. There are, again, 2 Fat Boys online. But with 4 chickens, 1 of them severely wounded and 3 of them perfectly fine. There's a Colossus that's also severely wounded as well. 1 of them perfectly, actually 2 of them perfectly fine. So 2 Fat Boys, 3 Colossi versus essentially 3 and a little bit of a chicken. Because that one's going to die almost instantaneously. The wheelie charging by himself on this eastern side, trying to draw a lot of the attention away from his main force, moving up the middle. And this mad lad of a player just going to use his commander like it is an experimental and not stop. Takes out another Percy with that overcharge. Fat Boy raining in on top of that commander, and there it goes. The chickens move in. The Colossi are moving in to intercept from behind. The Fat Boys need to retreat immediately, and there they go. This base to the east is going to be wiped out by the Calm and a chicken here from Zyzolan. Again, I think Zyzolan can easily give that over, but anyway, easy micro and whatnot. But Fat Boy being chased down here by chickens. This Fat Boy from Freshie does get away. But the Fat Boy here from Team 1's Yoji does get killed off. Yoji is nearby. 4-star Infantry and Nano on board. Colossus being stopped in their movement from the south, but they're going to come and cut out Team 2's defensive line and also all their supply lines and all the nonsense going on down there. And second Fat Boy is online for Freshie. That does stop that other chicken from coming into the main base here for Team 1's Yoji. And all those forces move southward to intercept the Colossus. At this point, you got to just engage. You're already taking shots from the back. You might as well just engage and kill those chickens off. I know it's a lot of mass, but with 3 lasers, it should be enough. Waffles move coming into, of course, assist. And the Mad Lad's going to do it again. He's just going to charge that commander. I am a chicken. And he's going to go for it. Overcharge does go into one. Oh, I thought I saw an overcharge moving up, but the laser's focusing on that commander. There it goes. The Colossus are giving the orders to chase him down. And the chicken coming in, trying to do what he can to slow those Colossus down. And Waffles Noob still online, but he will be killed off. And the first of those 2 Colossus did die. That guy gave me the chicken, probably. Yep, the wheelie even made a comment about it. Would have been completely fine. And that is a kill here for Team 1. Now a 7v4 in favor of Team 1. And that nuke is inbound. There is no SMD here for Yoji. Oh, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the main base. Oh, if my played like 2800s each, we would have won. Oh, there he goes. Takes out a ton of that base. Almost the entire thing is gone. All the mass is gone. All the everything is gone. Yoji is left with essentially nothing. 46 mass a second is not a lot compared to all the mass being generated by Team 2's players. Team 2 in the lead with mass generation at 2K versus 1.7. Artillery still raining in from the north. Second one being built here by Freshie. Looks like the air grid expansion has stopped. Team 1 doesn't look like they're building any other artillery. Donut almost online here for Waffles Noob. Don't have to worry about the 2 Waffles Noob because that one is dead. The Duke almost finished here for Sizalwan. He builds another chicken somewhere and something called body blocking. Yeah, body blocking is a thing. Because it would have done 50,000 K damage. How would it have been a difference? What did I do now? I made a Zar just to crush it on your head, says Waffles Noob. I mean, that's one way to kill a commander, is just drop a Zar on top of your head. Fat Boy online here for Mui, pushing back this eastern force. And now all that momentum from the wheelie just slowly diminishing. And artillery still raining in. Won't be able to take out the nuke. The nuke has killed off 86,000 mass with 2 nukes. I'd say that's definitely mass efficient, and Team 1 making some progress on the southwestern side as well. And with, again, 4 comms left on Team 2. Not starting to look great here at 37 minutes in this game. They are trying to push with a lot of spam, but with a lot of Fat Boys online, not really going to go anywhere, honestly. Maybe you'll get a little bit of momentum, but not that much. We do see a chicken here in the east protected by some shield generators, but that's not really engaging any of the Fat Boys. It could kill off at least one of them, but they don't want to just, run it in and give Team 1 a bunch of mass. There is a lot of mass here for Team 1 and 2 to scoop up. Currently still on the map here, we have 169,000 mass. So Team 1 and 2 doing a very good job of scooping it all up. 315 for Team 1, 215. So over 500,000 mass reclaimed so far at 38 minutes. And a lot of it on screen right now. About probably 50, it looks like about 50, maybe 60,000 mass over there. And it's just a bunch of yellow dots just screaming across the map. Chicken does move to intercept one of those fat boys like I mentioned, but again, with 3 fat boys that are shooting at it, they'll be taken out very, very quickly. Autumn's coming in from the northeast. That's not going to go anywhere. Unfortunately, Fat Boy will take that out pretty quickly. Fat Boy here in the middle is losing its shield. Did lose it. Does the chicken get it? I don't think so. Oh! Oh! Even in death, I still serve, says that chicken. Can you leave your -1, says Will, to the wheelie. Oh, because I guess the wheelie's lagging the game a little bit. And laser over the top here from that Czar. Taking out that chicken down here. Try to go after the second fat boy. That one's not going to die, though. Nuke outbound once again from Team 2's player of active backlash. And it is inbound for something. It's going after Yoji again. Man, that guy cannot catch a break. 2 nukes on top of that base. He's just crippling Yoji. Obviously, there's SMD all around. There's actually this SMD. This position doesn't even have SMD, so it could go after this. Artillery raining in on top of Waffle Noose's commander. That's gotta hurt. It's directly targeting him. Look at that. He's not even moving. He's just reclaiming. This doesn't even care. Donut is taken out here by Team 2's ASF, and Nuke does land. Kaboom! Takes out more of that base for Yoji. Oh man, he's just suffering this game. Mass, says the wheelie. Yep, mass. Artillery still raining in on top of Waffle's commander. Is at 400 hit points. He's just going to take it. He's not even going to move. He's just going to accept his fate, not even try to stop it. I don't know what his thinking is, but I'm just waiting for that artillery shell to land and take him out. Okay, artillery is coming in. Nope, lands right next to him. Still 500 hit points left on that commander. 1 artillery shell, just a little bit of an AoE will kill him. Nope, it's over here. Let's see, another... oh, is this it? Is this it? Nope, still not it. Just barely out of range. Oh, this might be it. This might be it. This might be the kill. Kaboom! Almost a headshot, pretty much. Let's go, says Terrari. Enemy down. This Waffle's new, but is now a 6v4, still in favor of Team 1. And now I think there's 2 artilleries online here for Team 1's Freshie. And nothing really else. Looks like there is a nuke coming on in here from Weastel in the northwest. And there's another Duke coming on here, this time from Team 1's Epic Venice. And Mass Fat Farms here for Team 1's Wolf. Anything in the southeast. Disruptor coming online with a lot of support from some of those hives. Nuke has killed off 119,000 mass. Duke coming online after the second one, as the first one has already been built. Don't see any artillery being built else by Team 2, just that one. Chicken in the east. Yeah, I don't see much of anything else. Artillery is starting to chip away at the shields, and we see a lot of reclaiming efforts by those engineers trying to rebuild and trying to take advantage of the the air facilities being taken out and then building a shield on top of it. You, of course, build more shield protection. Finish fast, says Terrari. Oh, talking about the bug. I don't know if the bug's really going to matter. Does Team 1 have the air forces? I mean, they do to take out. I think Team 2... I don't know. What does Active Backlash have? He has 114. Team 1... That is the wrong... That is definitely the wrong player. 150. I love that there's a couple of Team 1 Zooies just over here taking out a T3 Mechs. That's going to hurt. Was the second donut? Oh, no, the second donut's over here. Supporting the push here from Team 1's Epic Venice. Chicken on the top of that mound, assisting defensive measures. Donut coming in, and Yoji was defeated by Saizalan with some support from the east. It looks like the chicken got him. And it's now a 4v4 game. And there goes that donut crashing on top of that chicken. First chicken is down. Second chicken is being targeted as we speak. And there's another push here from the western side of that middle. Strat bombers are inbound, going after the second chicken. There they go. Dropping. Nope. They didn't drop their bombs. What are they going after? They're going after Psycho Adds Common. There he goes. Assassinated by some Strat Bombers. Very classic FAF. It's now a 4v3 in favor of Team 1. Once again, the Strat Bombers are going after that Duke. But I don't know if they're going to get it. They're not going to pierce the shields. No, they won't. There's just a lot of shields built to protect that. And it does look like Team 2 will be able to recover. But with the death of Yoji in the east, Freshie gets everything that Yoji had, but didn't really have much at that point. Imagine my teammates read my forum post and built Sarah Shields plus Aeon Artillery. Yeah, I know, right? Like, Aeon Artillery plus Seraphim Shields are just OP. Air Grid is down here in the southeast by the artillery outbound from Freshie. Nuke still online with the Disruptor. Slowed down, but it's still there. Shields being heavily assisted. And shout out to Bennis for using the TML, says Waffles. And yep, he's using the TMLs in the middle of the map. Going after mechs this year. A couple of T3 of them actually, not even being protected by some TMD. Wait, was that an all chat? That was an all chat. I mean, if Team 2's paying attention, they're going to build some TMDs, but I don't know if they're paying attention. Artie Priority says Terrari. And Excited comes in and teleports in with that Cybrin Telemazer, but doesn't kill off the Duke. Got one of the Pigeons, but laser weak. Win, says Waffles Noob. It's now a 4v2 in favor of Team 1. Both artillery still online. Third one coming online as well. Nuke is also online. It's half loaded. Team 2 still pressuring on the eastern side, actually making some ground and getting in that main base for Yoji. But it was nuked twice, to be fair, so not a lot of defensive measures in that regard. Team 1 pressuring on the southwestern side. 44 minutes in this game. Chicken coming in to assist as well. It's going to get that Fat Boy. It's not going to be killed off before the Fat Boy is killed off. And the AoE slow explosion. There it goes. We'll kill it off. The chicken did its job. We'll die just in the middle. We'll take out the T3 land headquarters, and the Colossus is in retreat. Soul Ripper being very, very defensible. And now it's just, essentially it's just Saizawan and some assistance from Active versus the world here. And I feel like at this point I can speed it up probably just to 1 because, I mean, there's a huge attack, well, not huge, but a decent attack inbound here with a bunch of Othams, but facing a lot of Fat Boy fire here and a bunch of T1 engineers because they'll stop those Othams. And there's a Colossus coming to assist as well. That definitely will assist in that defensive measure. And Fat Boy fire raining in from the north as well from Freshie. Maybe I'll go back down to 0 because there are a decent amount of Othams. But they're lining up, though. The problem is if you single file them, that doesn't really work. Active Backlash just control Ks and just essentially gifts everything over to Saizawan. It's Saizawan versus the world. Does have a Duke. Does have a Disruptor, and it looks like the artillery was taken out by Team 1. One of the Dukes survives, but the second one has been taken out. And there he goes in a blaze of glory. Team 2 has 2 artillery. Team 1 has 3 artillery, still targeting the same position. And Team 2 has lost their... I mean, Backlash probably could have gone Telemazer and tried to do it that way, but Team 1 was prepared for that, so it probably wouldn't have worked. They could have gone after something else. Air Grid, and the Nuke probably not. Disruptor in the west here. No, Disruptor. Duke. Keep flipping the 2 names. Hi, Guile, says Waffles Noob. I'm not Guile, but he's shouting out. Maybe he'll gift this over to Guile. My food friend, I think you should gate out to safety. Saizon, let him cook, says Terrari. I mean, if he's a foodie, then that definitely fits his passion. But I think that's the TMD, sorry, the SMD. The artillery is offline. Saizawan, oh, there goes the air grid. Launch of volatile explosions, takes out a couple more of the shields and the P-gens. They pop back online at the last second to protect. But with 3 artillery, it does make a difference. Does look like the Disruptor is focusing on Team 1's Wolves commander, actually targeting Epic specifically. But there's a lot of assistance for the shields. Well, that's really not going to work. Chickens are inbound here on that front line. And with 2 Colossus, I think they'll bet on the chickens in that regard. Looks like the Fat Boys have retreated. And again, a lot of T1 spam constantly coming in here from Team 2 Psy. And die with Mass Fab and P-Gen, says Psycho Ad. Kill that if you can, please, says Moi. And, SMD. If that SMD falls, that actually might be it. Artillery now taking out the Disruptor in the south. And one of them targeted on that. The other 3 targeted on Psy's comm directly. Colossus standing in the way of those Dukes. First chicken will fall. And 2 more chickens are still online. Again, they're trying to, walk on by, but there's Fat Boys. A lot of air coverage. The Iron Storm going off. That's definitely not going to help. Second chicken is down. So now it's not going to matter. Even if the second Iron Storm takes out one of the Colossus, it won't matter. Strap Bombers over the top will finish off that third chicken. And now the attack on the ground has sizzled out. And it's not looking good here for Team 2 Psy. He's actually moving, being like, I am getting out of here. Disruptor still trying to target the comms of Team 1's Epic and Wolf. But those are going to be perfectly fine. Again, assisting the shields with only 1 artillery shooting at them. That's not going to punch through the shields, unfortunately. And now the artillery reigns in. Going to take out some Mass Fab and some P-Gen. Psy going, probably shouldn't stand there. And moves back underneath shield coverage. And I think at this point, I definitely will speed it up back to 1. The attack on the ground, again, has sizzled out. And with 4 artilleries raining in constantly, it is the beginning of the end. The nuke is loaded, so he can do something with that. But does Team 1 has an SMD there. Still no SMD here. Still didn't target Waffles Noob's base. Could take out Yoji's old base once again. SMD. Oh, nuke does launch. Actually, this one's from Wii. And he is taking out the SMD. Psy has to move. I don't know what what is he doing? He's assisting those Strap Bombers, I guess. Don't know what that's about. But attack in the west here from some Colossus and T3 support. Oh, I guess Aeon and UEF make a good combo as well. It's just Percy's with something else. Percy's with bricks. Percy's with Authams. Percy's with Harbingers. But the nuke does land, does not take out Psy's comm, and of course, kaboom! And a lot of effort trying to build that Monkey Lord, but that's not going to finish. Even if it does, the Colossus will just kill it very, very quickly. Psy was assisting that bomber for some reason. Don't know why. Nuke lands over here. Kaboom! Takes out that position as well. Wait, was that? Wait, hold on. No, that wasn't that nuke. Okay. And the artillery still trying to take out this position down southeast. And the shield, 1 shield is still online. Not all of the artillery is focused on that, to be fair. But Strap Bombers looking for the comm. They will not get them. I think maybe 1 or 2 will drop the bombs. I don't... 1 or 2 will drop the bombs. But Psy, again, at 37,000 hit points. It's going to take a couple of rounds. Takes out 6,000 hit points, but still got, again, 31,000 to go. Most of the ASFs are taken out. Strap Bombers fly off the side of the map and come back in for a second volley. Come in, will take out another 6,000 hit points, but he's regenning at 240, so it's going to take a while to chew through those hit points. 50 minutes here on the clock. And artillery finally takes out the Disruptor and nuke down south. I hate to see it when there's a nuke loaded and it doesn't get launched. Psy just trying to dance for his life. Needs to get a shield online. But I think it's just the beginning of the end. And more Strap Bombers are inbound. That will definitely cement the win here for Team 1. And dodges some of the shots, or some of the bombs, but there's just so many of them, it's hard to dodge all of them. So I dropped below 6,000, roughly 6,000 hit points. 1 more volley will do it. ASF's constantly just spinning around protecting those bombers. Does get underneath the T3 mobile shield, but that won't save him for long. Oh, he's starting to survive. ASFs are flying over AA coverage. It's not ASF. Strap Bombers are flying over AA coverage. Real men never give up, says Waffles. Is that a comment about Braveheart? Braveheart award, I'm assuming, goes to Psy. And Psy still alive at 12,000 hit points now. All the AA around him protected him. And a lot of lightning tanks are just being sent to defend that position. Another wave of Strap Bombers is inbound. Ouch, says Freshie. And there he goes. Will it be enough? No, 1,600 hit points. He's still alive. Artillery raining in. Oh, that was close. Missiles coming in, trying to take out sight as well. And it's just raining fire all the time. Omni online over here, trying to dodge. Shields trying to be built as well. Being spammed up very, very quickly. That was a T3 building a T2. Zai is still alive. He's not making a lot of effort. I mean, a lot of momentum on the ground side of things in the east. But the nuke is going to land. That's not going to be good. Zai has to retreat from his little shield that he built. And he's going to have to just get out of dodge. Shields coming in to assist as retreat. But missile launcher coming in. Missile fire coming in. Will not take him out. And there comes the nuke. Should be inbound here. There it is. Strap armor is coming in once again. And it's just Colossus are coming in from the south as well. He's just being boxed in by either air or land. Zai moving back. Bombers are inbound, trying to dodge. Oh, dodges some of it, but does finally get taken out by strap armors by Marie. And that is it. 52 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock. Team 1 wins the game. And MVPs, MUPs for this game. Oof, that's hard. That's a hard choice. I mean, both Willow and let's see, it was Epic came around from the western side of things and took out Team 2's. Let's see, that was Terrari. Team 1 also took out, let's see, it was Microshift in the east, pretty much right before that. Team 2 countered with taking out Willow. Wheatley came in, who was named Waffles Noob, was survived. I don't know how he survived that first attack. He had a lot of momentum going here for Team 2. Had Team 2 won, I would have definitely just given it to him just because of that. It's hard to pick because, I mean, Team 1 Wolf was solid here on the west, did get pushed back a little bit, but held strong. Epic came in and assisted with that push. Did take a little bit to punch through, and then that side of the map fell. Team 1's Fat Boys definitely came in clutch here and just holding back a lot of Team 2's momentum. They still were getting a lot of momentum into it, or into that front line, but they were here and then they're back here. I just don't know if one player deserves the title of MVP or MUP. I'd say the best ballsy move goes to the wheelie, so I'll give him that. But I don't know if I can give anybody else any sort of MVP or MUP award. Let me know down in the comments who you think deserves that award. Again, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Please like and comment down below about anything and everything, but especially about MVP and MUP. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And again, I will see all of you in the next one.